So we're the flagship station for Salem Media in New York City. So, but I'll tell you, as New York goes, so goes the nation in many, many ways. So we like to bring you stories that will resonate on a national level, and this is one of them. Patrick Timmins is a Democratic candidate for Manhattan District Attorney. He will primary Alvin Bragg. Let's bring Mr. Timmins to the airwaves. Pat, if I may, welcome to the show. Thanks for taking the time with us this morning, and a good Friday to you, sir.
Morning, Joe. Thank you for having me on, and it's great to be on your show.
Hey, so listen, I love this. You're going to primary Alvin Bragg. You're a Democrat. You know, we're all in this together. You got a great resume. I'll touch on that in a moment. But walk us through your impetus to do this, Pat Timmins.
Sure thing. As you said, Joe, I am the lone Democrat challenging Alvin Bragg in the Manhattan District Attorney. He needs a challenge, and we need to change that office because just think of this, Joe. In 18 days, if I don't beat Alvin Bragg, he will more likely be our DA for the next 4 years. So it's really a scary thought for me. I think a lot of people that I've been campaigning with are really horrified that that could be the idea. And essentially what happened is I was born in Manhattan, Washington Heights. My family's from Inwood. My grandparents off the boat grew up in or came over and lived in Hell's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. And so we're Manhattan through and through. I've been here my whole adult life. And about 2 years ago, Joe, I was on the subways as I take them every day. I live up in West Harlem. And there was about, in about an 8-month time period, I had to de-escalate real possible dangerous situations twice. The other 3 or 4 times, it just resolved itself. That made me angry. It's just angry that you could go on the subway and not get a nice, convenient, safe ride. I just said to myself, need to do something about this, need to plan this, because Bragg, in his day one memo and going forward, he doesn't do any prosecutions, whether you're resisting arrest, fare evasions, stealing under $1,000. He has put up so many policies where he does not affect the New York penal law. So right now we have some chaos. We have some problems. And in the subways, he was asked a question in January, what do you think about subway crime? And his answer was, I'm ambivalent about it. Now, just to use the word ambivalent shows where he's at, I mean, in terms of talking to the people. But he does not care about that, and I want to come in and effectively prosecute subway crime below ground and street crime above ground. That's what a prosecutor is supposed to do. They're supposed to enforce the law. They're not supposed to do what Alvin Bragg's doing. That is, he's an ideologue. He only cares about reducing incarceration.
Yeah, and this is me talking, Patrick Timmins, but they use guys like Alvin Bragg. In my opinion, they use guys. They go in, they say, oh, well, we'll use it for political purposes, as opposed to your point, to your vital point of cleaning up the streets. So it's great that you're going in. But Patrick, if I may, and I see your resume, I mean, prosecuting violent crime in the Bronx, background, teaching New York criminal law. Look at this. This is an incredible resume that you have, sir.
Thank you.
We'll work Juvenile Rights Division. God bless you for that. That's been my mission. Adjunct professor at John Jay College. So you know what you're talking about. How do you get it? And I'm an old Democrat, Pat, if I could call you Pat. I'm an old Democrat, my brother. It's like people don't understand. I'm an old blue dog, man. And now I'm an independent. I said, I've had it with the party. I've given up. God bless you for hanging in there. You know, but I got to tell you, how do you convince the Democrats when the Democrats cared about the at-risk community, when the Democrats cared about people of color, when the Democrats cared about taxes and getting the bad guys and locking them up, and to your opinion, stopping, to your thoughts, and you're absolutely right, stopping crime, how do you convince these people that blindly vote one way as Democrats in Manhattan? How do you break out of that mold, Pat Timmins? How do you get across to these people to say you're the guy?
Well, Joe, this is the encouraging thing. Alvin Bragg ran in 2021. He was in an open primary. Vance had stepped down, and there were 5 people running in that open primary. Yeah. Alvin Bragg got 32% of the vote. That means 68% of the people who voted 4 years ago in this same primary did not vote for Alvin Bragg. That's number one. Number two is everybody is tired of him. Everyone I go to, one guy said I could take him or leave him. That's the best I heard about Alvin Bragg. So fortunately, I'm out on the campaign trail. I really appreciate getting my name on your show because people need to know there is a choice.
Yeah.
And there's a choice
Yeah.
And I think given a bunch of situations, plus these prosecutors in Frisco and L.A. and Chicago have been ousted, I think I have a real fighting chance here.
Yeah, to your point, I'll tell you what, Pat Timmins, a female cop killed last night in Chicago. Man, you know what? There's no consequences. And I know, and I've worked in the at-risk community most of my life. And if there's no consequences, hey, and what did I say earlier on the show, Pat? Wait till your father gets home. If I heard that, that scared me more than anything, man. You know, but that's not the way it is. And you have to, if someone commits a crime, they have to have a consequence. Otherwise, you're going to have the lawlessness that you have. This is vital. We're talking to Patrick Timmins, Democratic candidate for Manhattan District Attorney to replace Alvin Bragg, endorsed by the one, the only, the longest-serving commissioner in the NYPD, the law enforcement legend, personal friend of mine, Ray Kelly endorsed you. This is huge, Pat Timmins.
No, Ray is a tremendous man for doing that. I had to go through a couple of waves of talking to him about what I'm going to do and my policy points. Thrilled to have Ray Kelly. I mean, if you're running for DA, what endorsement would you want more than Ray Kelly? You know, I don't need the politicians endorsing me. I want Ray Kelly because he's credible with all Manhattanites. And this is about Manhattanites. So, you know, it's a funny thing. There's been so many things that have gone wrong with Bragg. He's only been in office 40 months, not even 4 years.
Wow.
I mean, and what happens essentially is the cops don't trust him. I was at the 34th Precinct Citizens Council meeting last night. Talked to some cops. Talk to some people. He does not have any of their backs. Plus, Adams has run that administration so that we're on our fourth police commissioner in 40 months. That's all got to change. Everything's got to be in harmony. DA and the police commissioner have to work closely together, and we have to make our arrests and no more dismissals by Alvin. Yeah. And I think we can do that.
Yeah, Patrick Timmins, Timmins. Patrick, great chat. Come back when you can. Keep the fight, and all the best. Thanks for taking the time with us, Patrick. God bless.
Thank you so much, Joe. Take care.
Yes, thank you, sir. Patrick Timmins.